Tonight we're following up on a story about iconic Colorado pizza joint, Beau Jo's Pizza. Now, 2 years ago, we told you how the owner announced he would sell the company to employees upon his retirement. But now his daughter says it's not going to happen anymore. Denver 7's Colette Bordelon finding out more about this reversal and hearing from former employees who were shocked.
How do you spend a day off? This is what Patrick Haas would recommend.
I've worked in the service industry off and on basically since I started working.
Recently, Haas says he left his job as an assistant manager at Beau Jo's in Idaho Springs.
The ironic thing about that is Beau Jo's is, an iconic pizza place. It is Colorado style pizza. I had never eaten it until I applied for the job.
Why was it important for you to do this interview with me today?
I think that everybody deserves to know what is actually happening.
Back in 2023, as part of their 50th anniversary, the company announced that they'd be starting an employee stock ownership plan, which would have given employees stock in the company toward their retirement that they could have cashed out when they left.
The first thing I did was call my wife and tell her about it because I just thought, that was about the nicest thing he could have done.
Every employee is going to be an owner.
That's Cody Bear 2 years ago.
In no way, shape, or form was this ever supposed to be a sort of trickery.
Now she's the president of the company.
We decided to not go with the employee stock ownership program because it was not a great long-term fit for our company and for a lot of our employees.
We were given a copy of this message shared with the staff, which says seasonal workers would not have benefited much from the plan. It would change the way the company was run, reporting to a board of trustees, and that it would have put Beau Jo's into a large debt.
There probably should have been a better way to communicate to the employees, but we also didn't have a lot of employees asking either about it, so it was not at the forefront.
I know a lot of people that have been there for decades, and to them, obviously, with the more time you put in, the more stock you get, that could have, changed their lives. So for them to be waiting for 2 years and just to hear all of a sudden, never mind, basically, is very upsetting to a lot of people.
Beau Jo says they're working on a solution.
We're going to come up with a plan that's going to be even better. That's going to be more of a benefit for our employees, where they're not going to have to wait until they retire to see benefit from it.
And Haas hopes it serves his former coworkers.
They have really good people, and I would hate to see them continue to be misled.
What happens next is the question now. Colette Bordelon, Denver 7.